Howdy.
Hello.
Hello,
How's it going?
Miss Madeline Merlo. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
Fantastic. We just got out of a really nasty heat wave. We
Okay.
my poor dog's just been suffering. I have no AC. Just been
Oh
not
gosh.
great. So we finally have some cooler weather now. So now I'm pretty happy just for the sake of my dog. She's a little Shih Tzu, all fur,
Oh,
and it's like it absolutely killed me. But thanks for taking
it's
the time. I really appreciate your time today. How's everything going?
good. It's 37 degrees here today in Nashville, so I feel you. It's pretty hot.
Yeah.
Um, well, I'm ready. I love fall too. Fall is my favorite time of year, so I'm like, come on, let's go.
Right. I know. I love the sweater weather. We have, unfortunately, up north where I am, we get like a week of it before the snow drops. But for
Yeah.
that week, oh, I'm in heaven.
I know. It's so great. I just love like how I love like spooky Halloweeny stuff too. I mean, it's just the greatest time of year, in my opinion.
I agree. Well, first things first, I guess I should give you congratulations on the release of your new single "Broken Heart" thing with Mr. Dustin Lynch, which is really cool. How has the reception been so far? Because it released at the beginning of this month, right?
Yeah, it's been so good. I think one of my biggest, obviously having Dustin on it, has a lot more eyes on it just because
Mhm.
you're access to all of his fans as well too. But we had a huge jump of people, kind of discovering me for the first time because of having him on it. So that's really cool. And my dog just walking
Oh,
by.
hell yeah.
But yeah, we're so excited about it. I love this song. There's something I feel like super earwormy and like addictive about it. And so it kind of rose to the top to be the first single of the project that's coming out October 11th.
And listening to the song, your voices really complemented each other very beautifully on the song. Um, was the Dustin Lynch collaboration, was that always in the back of your mind when writing the song? Or were there other names, or was it just going to be you originally? How did Dustin Lynch get on the project?
Yeah, so I think at some point we definitely had the song first and it wasn't like a duet or anything. And then I don't know if I think it was my producer was like, what if like this could be a duet? And we started throwing a couple things around and I love Dustin's voice so much. He's got one of my favorite voices in town and I just feel like he has so much emotion and texture in it and I thought it would really complement the song. And I had recently just sung vocals on his album. And so I was like, maybe, he
Return the
was
favor.
oh, yeah. And so I literally just like texted him the song and saw maybe if he would want to sing with me. And he said yes. So very, very cool.
And obviously, a song that's pretty relatable, I would say, to a lot of people who have gone through heartbreak. When you're in navigating heartbreak, is it difficult for you? Because I'm one of those people that, like, when it comes to like emotions, I bottle everything up. Is it
Yeah.
hard I know it's your kind of your job as an artist, but do you ever find it difficult to get so open when you're writing these songs?
Sometimes I think, when it comes to writing about heartbreak, I feel like unfortunately I've got a lot of experience and kind of have this well that you can kind of pull from. And I think the job as a songwriter is to just find stuff that feels like it could relate to a lot of people and resonate with a lot of people. And with this song in particular, it's about just like getting used to this new life you're in. I think that's one of the hardest parts. You're used to texting somebody all the time and calling them, and they're like this massive puzzle piece in your life and then suddenly you're not allowed to call them anymore and you're not allowed to tell them about your day and that like transition feels so clunky and hard and that just felt like a unique like angle like let's write about this kind of part of the breakup and the EP kind of explores a couple different parts of it and then kind of comes full circle and you end up like where you're supposed to be. So it was like the whole project, it feels like a full story to me. So just kind of walked through all of them.
Yeah, and it's like the song, I mean, it resonates. Like I think a lot of people, I would imagine, are gonna find it really relatable, which is great. You gotta love those songs that you don't really have to think. I don't want to say think too much about, but like you hear it and it's like, oh God, it just hits right away, and it becomes one of those songs you put on the car and it just goes on repeat. Um, and
Mm.
I'm looking forward to the full release, six-song EP coming out on October 11th, One House Down from the Girl Next Door. But before that, in September, you were nominated too for CCMA for Female Artist of the Year. How's that feel?
So good. I was, not expecting that. So I was
Oh, really?
really, really excited. And I've been working so hard this last year in particular, but I mean all the years, but this one I'm like I'm really feel good about what I'm doing and the music I'm putting out and so it was a really cherry on top to a great year.
For sure. And then we build up to October, as we were saying at the top. Kind of the best month, Halloween. We got the fall
Thank
season,
you.
and and we get the full release of the EP, 6 songs, out on October 11th. Do
Yeah.
you have? Which congratulations again. Do you have any fun stories, memories while working on this one?
Yeah, I mean a ton. I think we'll definitely announce it soon, but there's a one song, the title track of the project, One House Down, from the girl next door. And I had this literally insane idea that I wanted somebody to play guitar solo on this song, like totally long shot, just shot in the dark. I was like, I want this person to play guitar solo. Let's just like, how can we get it to him? How can we ask him? Like I said,
Ooh.
just shot in the dark. And they said yes. And they played on it. So we're definitely going to make sure we announce that in like a fun way.
Oh,
But
hell yeah.
crazy. It's so awesome. So I'm so
Yeah,
excited.
because it is pretty well. It's a well kept secret because you look through the track list and you see Dustin Lynch's name on there,
I
but
know. So it's not on there yet, but it will be. So we're so
but,
excited about
but
that.
you did say him. My
Oops.
first thought, I know you can't tell me. My first thought is Keith Urban or Brad
Okay.
Paisley. Those are my two guesses. Which I mean, two
That's it.
amazing, amazing guitar players. It's one of my favorite parts about country music is the guitar work. It's
For sure.
unbelievable. Some of these artists, what they can do. Lindsay L is another one. Lindsay
Yeah.
L.
I
Who
don't know.
knows? We'll find out in October, I suppose, eh?
Yeah.
And to top it all off, so we got the release of the album on October 11th. We've got Halloween, but before Halloween, you are going to be performing at the Grand Ole Opry on October 16th, just days after the release of the EP. Um, I don't know if you could take me through the emotions you went through, like finding out, preparation, how you're feeling,
Mhm.
going into the performance, because this is your debut at the Opry, right?
Yeah, it is. I
Have the
mean,
nerves kicked in a little bit?
yeah,
Or?
I actually like break into hives every time I think about it because I'm
Oh
so
no.
nervous. Um, But I mean, that has been a literal lifelong dream of mine to play the Opry. I have a bottle of champagne in my house that says like play the Opry that I
Oh,
had on there for, years that like one day I'm going to do this and pop it. And so, I mean, it's such a huge moment and it's like every great country artist has played it. And I just can't believe that I get to like be a part of that group and I'm definitely nervous but I'm so excited and I think that sometimes as in this career like I get nervous a lot and I have tons of anxiety and stuff and when you get those moments you have to be really intentional like if you're super nervous going into something I like don't remember it at all like it happens and it's like over in a blink and you're like what just
hmm.
happened I forget it and so I'm really gonna have to chill because I want to remember it and I want to like really soak it in. And so, but yeah, I mean, I got to find out and call my mom and she was so excited and just everybody who knows me knows that it's just like always been something I've wanted to do.
That's awesome. And out of
Yeah.
curiosity, because yeah, it is a big, big, obviously a big deal for you. When you get the nerves going on stage for something like this, how do you like to deal with nerves? Or you're like, this is just how it is. I'm gonna go on. It just means you want to do a good job, right?
Yeah, totally. You could try to kind of refocus them into, it just means I'm excited and I want to do a good job. But I mean, sometimes it's really hard. Like I remember, especially after COVID, when I hadn't played in like
Right.
2 years or something, my first show back, my eye like wouldn't stop twitching. Like it'll have real negative effects on your body. And so
Mhm.
I think you just have to like it's mind over it, and you're like, I can do this. And it's definitely a lot of like look in the mirror, pump up kind of stuff. My therapist always says past behavior is the greatest predictor of future behavior. And so she's always like, you always show up, you always get it done. Like you always, you always sing it, you always figure it out. It always sounds great. Like you have got this. This is your job. You know what you're doing. So I have to definitely have some mental pump up situation for me in those moments. But it's not fun. It definitely you can't let it get too out of control.
Well, I know you're busy. We had you for 15 minutes and it's coming up just now. So I'll let you go. I just want to give you again another congratulations on all the well-deserved success. New single out now, Broken Heart Thing with Dustin Lynch, new 6-song EP, One House Down from the Girl Next Door, out on October 11th. Grand Ole Opry performance on October 16th. Geez Louise, crackers and cheese. Congratulations. And thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. Appreciate it.
Awesome. Thanks, Madeline.
Hey, bye. Have a
Okay,
great
bye.
one.
You too. Thanks.